I don't know if we're going to be scared or if we're going to cry or both. I know how Mike Flanagan is. I literally have no expectations going into this other than people are saying it's good, and I don't even really know what it's about, so. Okay.
Thank heaven. The crisis, the danger is past, and the lingering illness is over at last.
Oh, people are dead.
For then, the spirits of the dead who stood in life before thee are again in death around thee. Breathe. The breath of God is still. The boundaries which divide life from death are, at best, shadowy and vague. Who shall say?
Ooh.
Where the one ends
She
and
was
where the other
serving.
begins.
Grab it.
Peer into the abyss.
What is it?
She's here.
Our first
Who?
Is she supposed to represent death or something? Or the one that killed them? I don't know. Some crazy stuff happened? We saw flashes. This is a lot of info. Really fast. Oh, my man. Oh, my woman. Oh, God, she's so gorgeous. I'm gonna simp over this cast during this show. There's so many stunning people in Mike Flanagan's shows and movies.
You are not going to believe this. He's on the phone. He wants to meet with you tonight.
Who?
Him. Not a secretary, not an assistant, not even the Pim Reaper.
Pim Reaper. That's what I'm gonna start calling Hank Pym.
Thank you.
This music. I love a good string. That house is fucking no. What? That house is not habitable. There's no way somebody's still living there. It's like the house from It. Oh, girl, it's dark.
Well, come on if you're coming.
Is this person a ghost?
Cognac?
No, thank you.
Henri Ford, de Dugnon. Heritage Cognac Grand Champagne. Most expensive in the world. This bottle was 4 million euros at auction.
That's too
For
extra.
a single pour, it probably cost twice your annual salary.
It's way too extra. This is why I don't drink. Except water. Drink your
Let's take
water.
a few years of your work.
Where's Mr. Pym? It's better we talk with your attorney
How many
present.
subpoenas have you sent me over the years? You finally got me. Hung up on protocol?
Waive it then.
Fine. I waive my right to an attorney.
He's a
Not
rich
even
person,
thinking
so I always
Well,
assume
you can
rich
ask
people.
yourself. She's downstairs in the basement.
Who is?
You serious? I just told you that a moment ago.
Oh, that's right. She's an even tougher get than me.
Rich people do scummy
I'm
things.
sorry.
I don't trust rich
You
people,
can take
so
that if you need to.
I'm assuming
Grand
he's
can take
a
priority.
piece of shit. Most rich people
Don't
are.
lecture me about family values. You're just as shit in that department as I am. I called you tonight to give you the only thing you've ever wanted. My confession.
What'd you do?
We're in my childhood home.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
this is
why it's
where I grew up.
abandoned.
Kept it all these years. The whole neighborhood. Actually.
That explains a lot.
So I could watch the paint peel, the weeds grow, and smell the rot if I needed to pick me up.
Okay.
And what exactly are you confessing to?
All of it.
All of it.
The whole thing. You brought what? 73 charges. All of them. Everything. All yours. A bonus. I'll tell you how my children died.
Okay.
I know how they died, Roderick. Everybody knows.
Believe Mr. Dupin, when I tell you you don't know a thing. But where to start?
It's always a facade, so.
In this very room.
Oh, look at it. That was a beautiful house.
You cannot understand the things I've done unless you understand the life
the
that
50s.
Madeline and I were born into. And the woman who would shape every choice we'd ever make. Our mother. Eliza. She was personal secretary to the CEO of Fortunato Pharmaceuticals, William Longfellow, back then.
Children are never too tender to be whipped. Like tough beefsteaks, the more you beat them, the more tender they become.
God, he looks so different without a beard. I think he looks better with one. He kind of looks like John Goodman without one.
Spying! Climbing my fence! Not here, not ever. We agreed.
Is that his kid? One of them or both of them?
He's mean.
He's complicated. Like God.
It hurts.
Remember what Mother Teresa said. Pain and suffering are like the kiss of Jesus. This means
If pain and suffering were the kisses of Jesus, then he kissed the living fuck out of my mother in the years that followed.
Okay, Mom. Okay.
Here. No. Maybe we need to call a doctor like on the TV.
no.
Mom, please.
Jesus showed us how to heal the sick, and it wasn't through medicine. Where is your faith? Of God. You pollute it.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
We're here to ask you, maybe you have an idea. Maybe you could talk. I mean, she loves you.
What did you say?
It's the least you could do. For her. For us.
Now take your insinuations, your fucking false insinuations.
Yeah.
Take your grift and get off my property.
I don't like him. I don't like their mom either. But she's sick. And it sucks. Did she die? Oh shit.
Miss Keisha. Miss Keisha. Miss Keisha. Oh my fucking god, she fucking dead.
What do we do?
Well, we know what she wouldn't want us to do.
Oh, that was cool. That was cool. I like the way that the light went away.
So what do we do?
Thank heaven the crisis, the danger was past.
So you just build a coffin and bury her yourselves? Jesus Christ. That's dark. At the house, too. I feel like her ghost is definitely haunting that house. Maybe she's the one that killed his kids. I don't know. Might be jumping to some conclusions there, but we'll see. Why is there a Ouija board? With how fucking Jesus-centric you grew up, why the fuck would you have a Ouija board?
What is it?
Oh shit, what? That's creepy. Are there footprints? Oh, is she in the house? It's like the footprints in Bly Manor.
Mommy? Mommy?
I'm like searching everywhere. I hate shots like this. I love it. It's really good, but I hate it. It builds so much suspense.
What did we do?
We're gonna call a doctor. We've gotta call a doctor. I don't care what she
It
says.
was an accident. They gotta know we didn't mean to.
Is she right there? Is she behind him? I missed it. Oh my god.
Please, Mommy.
What are you doing? What is this bitch doing? Oh.
Who is that? Oh my god.
She looks like a zombie.
Why are you telling me this? Oh, why are we talking about your mother?
And I'm supposed to, because she's here.
She's still there?
She's right behind you.
And
You know, I read somewhere about high-powered negotiation tactics. Some truly brilliant business people will plant these moments into high-stakes conversations, force a reaction, no matter how trivial. Talk softly to make an adversary leave.
Oh my god, she's right there. Oh.
Your eye line behind. Just something to assert a little control.
Yeah, but she's really right there.
I'm not going to turn around, Roderick.
It's fine with me.
That's it, I'm getting out of here.
She's like, fine. Was she there that whole time?
I would never do what he did. I would never close the gates. If you're my blood, you're my blood. Doesn't matter how you got here, who your mother was. I have 6 kids. 6 kids by 5 mothers.
Damn, you whore.
All mine. If you're an usher, the gates are open, period.
Your granddaughter again? The gates are always open, but that doesn't mean you answer the phone. Day'll come. She'll stop texting. They all do sooner or later. Are you watching my house?
You know, if I'm not mistaken, I never saw your husband at the courtroom.
Our top winner in the showcase is Gay.
You always were an effective orator, Augie. Even your opening arguments, I was impressed. I watched that tape back a few times. That may have been the last time, you know...
The last time you were impressed?
No, the last time we were all together.
So you got more history than just him hunting you down. Hi, baby. I know. Oh, no.
And it is my privilege to represent the United States of
2 weeks ago.
against Fortunato Pharmaceuticals. About the opioid epidemic in our homes. The mountain of corpses that are piled up.
I have to pause it really quick because I know I just saw Mark Hamill and that distracted me, and I'm also trying to pay attention to what he's saying. The Usher family worked with or is part of this pharmaceutical company that have done shitty things. Rich people fucking suck. I'm not getting into all that, but also
Awful things.
gorgeous people.
Fine.
Fine. Oh my god, yes.
We will prove that Fortunato, as a matter of policy, engages in misleading marketing practices. It claims its products are safe and effective and destroys any evidence that they are not. Burns evidence, fabricates evidence, destroys, defiles, degrades, and defrauds.
Sounds familiar.
Their lead attorney, Mr. Arthur Pym, he's the one doing the crossword puzzle while I'm talking. They believe that
Don't
people
fuck with my
like
man.
them, something they don't expect, and the reason why this trial is going to have a different outcome. You're going to hear from one of them. Someone so close to this family's crimes, their testimony and evidence will be unimpeachable.
Objection.
Approach.
T.
If such a witness exists, they have not been made known to the defense. That violates basic discovery, and the government knows better, Your Honor.
And Your Honor, we have reason to believe this courtroom is compromised.
That's absurd.
And until we are satisfied, we will keep this informant's identity confidential.
All the more reason not to mention this in your opening argument, Mr. Dupin.
You're right. Your Honor, I got ahead of myself. I'm not the young lawyer I used to be. I'll happily strike.
We'll disregard the allusion to an informant for the time being. Strike from the record.
Well, I think we're all frustrated. In the past year, what, 55,000 people have died because of greed.
Family dinner.
I wish that individuals like the Ushers would take responsibility for things they cause.
Also, I have a hard time keeping up with names, especially with big families, and I know that they like to do this a lot, so it's gonna take me a minute.
Okay, so a mole is like Leonardo DiCaprio in The Departed, and an informant is like Jack Nicholson in The Departed. Nicholson was talking to the
I've never seen The Departed, but...
It's just there. Are the charges true? Because if not, we've got nothing to worry about. But if someone really broke the law, shouldn't they be punished?
Yup.
That is a brave and thoughtful.
Especially if you want to get written out of the will.
Shit at business, but he wouldn't do anything to piss him off. My money is on one of the bastards.
Well, maybe we've all just underestimated Freddy.
He gets everything anyway, no matter how inept he is, apparently. Just look at his name. Frederick is about as close to Roderick as you get without a junior. I don't know why I didn't just call him Froderick. Oh, it's probably Perry.
What about your new stepmom? Could be Juno.
Shut it. Don't mention her ever. She doesn't exist. Fuck Blippi. And fuck this trial. Fuck this informant. Speaking of fucking...
Oh.
Who knows how late this goes tonight? I canceled the girl.
Just about got it.
Oh, I don't like that.
This new powder your dad sent over? It's gonna poison the study. Hey, you hear those stories? Tourists in South America get powder blown in their face and it paralyzes them?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine. So you just...
You sure you want me to come tonight? What? The informant.
No, you have to come. And it's Camille. We all know it's Camille.
It's just gonna be a bloodbath.
They said...
Love how they're all blaming each other. They're all like, oh, it's this person. This person's the informant. Of course it is.
There's a whole process for that. That significant others are a thing.
I'll be right up. I'm in the elevator. We can talk about it in a minute.
Oh, you're in the elevator. Okay, see you in a sec. You gotta go.
You promised me a selfie.
Now. Fuck.
My friends aren't gonna believe I met Napoleon Usher.
Okay.
Front-facing stuff, softballs like Fox.
This is so much information. I'm trying to process.
Yes. Call Bresnikan at Vanity Fair. See if he wants a profile on Leo. We can let Leo help out.
She is so gorgeous with that white hair. I'm having a hard time focusing. There's just so much information being thrown at me, and I'm kind of overwhelmed, I'm not gonna lie. So I had to take a quick little break. Oh.
Do you need us after dinner? No, not tonight. What I do need is for you to stay on top of Victorine and the rest of it. If this informant thing is real, I have to be the one that finds them. I know, you'll figure it out. We're gonna
My
find
God,
out
that outfit!
I'm gonna freeze their fucking head, and I'm gonna give it to my father on a platinum plate.
Queen.
See if Cartier will make a platinum plate.
I've never hosted anything before.
Is this the granddaughter he was talking about earlier?
I'm gonna tell him.
Don't you dare.
She looks really familiar.
God, we didn't have a wedding. Didn't have to look them all in the eye.
So not the granddaughter? Is this all still the same day as that trial?
Prospero's here.
This is Glenn Fiddick, 96.
96, the year
I was born. Yes, exactly.
You've had a calendar year, to come up with a proposal for your first business venture, a venture we'd like to support, and you've come up with a nightclub.
I'm talking Brigane, Limelight. Prospero's gonna be one of the most exclusive nightclubs in the entire world. Yeah, just let me come to the office, show you the numbers. Franchise projections are good. I'm thinking a tiered membership.
Roderick, please, anytime.
Oh, tiered membership. Why didn't you fucking say so? No, we won't set up a meeting at the office. Being an usher is about changing the fucking world. It's not a blowjob whiskey bar.
Not gonna lie, his idea is not very original, and it's, I mean, I get that it's a passion project, but it's not something that, like, this kind of family would fund anyways. I don't know what he was thinking.
Well, I don't think he's the informant, but he's not got a clue about business. What is going on with you? Something is going on with you.
I know her, too. Isn't she like an icon? Oh, snap.
For the road.
Oh. What is she? I'm assuming she was the one in the mask at the beginning of the episode, at the funeral.
Oh, no. Wait, it's cake.
Care to wash it down? Coffee?
No way.
I bet it's cake.
Mr. Pym has some important paperwork for each of you.
Ooh, paperwork from the Pym Reaper, always a blast.
Not the way he just...
Is this also cake?
This is a
Al, have you gotten to sign an original Pym yet? It's a rite of passage. Just wait till you see the prenup.
Oh yeah, speaking of prenups, how are things, Juno?
Great.
Yeah, I prefer not to sign anything without my guide.
Fortunato is the reason you exist. And if anyone comes after us, we will exhaust our arsenal until the threat's neutralized. Neutralized. Like dead.
God, they act like a mob family.
There won't be enough of you left to sue. And make no mistake, we'll find out.
$50 million. Yes, I'm putting a bounty on you. You, the shitbag. You, the informant. You know who you are.
Wow.
That was the last time I saw them all together. And for some of them, the last time I saw them alive.
If you're somehow implying that I'm responsible, even indirectly.
I'm not. I know who's responsible.
You know who's responsible. For which death?
All of them.
I'm a genius.
I'm a fucking genius. Hey, Mom! I'm a fucking genius!
And as strange as they may be, those deaths are unrelated.
I am responsible.
I'm kind of excited to see those deaths. I'm not gonna lie. Does that make me crazy?
Yes, definitely.
There's a woman.
I knew that face.
God, she's gorgeous.
Woman I have to tell you about. You know my favorite holiday? New Year's Eve. You know why? Resolutions. People take that word for granted. They don't realize just how heavy a word it is.
I agree. I don't know if it was his kids' deaths or what it was that made him this disheveled and this... What's the right word? Like, he's been through some shit. And I kind of feel like... Oh, now we're in the 70s. I kind of feel like he's more humbled now. And I want to see what made him that way. I don't know if it was his kids' deaths or if it was that woman. Gorgeous woman. But still, I want to know. I want to know what happened. I'm sure we'll figure everything out by the end of this series, but...
Patience. Patience, my love.
Costume party? Guessing you're Jay Gatsby or Daisy Buchanan. What made you ditch the other party? All dressed up, didn't wait for the ball to drop?
We work up the street. Haven't seen this place before. Did you just open?
Sort of.
You know, I found that comment to be very suspect.
You guys look like you've had a wild night already.
God, I can't believe we really did that.
Keep your voice down, Roderick. Drink, but don't get drunk. Talk, but don't talk. If the cops aren't here by midnight, that's a good sign.
Yeah, what did you do?
I'm just excited that we get to kick Carter out of the White House this year.
Sorry, I should have told you no politics at the bar. We're a classy joint. Another? First tour on the house. Want to start a tab? Buy now, pay later. What'd I say? I'm Verna.
Roderick, this is Madeline.
You already know your resolutions, don't you?
We've got the same one. We're gonna change the world.
No offense, but how?
That was the night... Well, you know what I'm getting at.
Did you kill her?
Aside from the rumors, the mystery.
Mystery.
People still whisper about what possibly could have happened that night.
What did happen?
Your life will take a complete change of course. Tonight. You feel it. Both of you. In the air. Or sitting outside of time and space.
Wouldst thou like to live deliciously?
We buried 3 of my children today. The other 3 last week. There's a reason I'm telling you this. My mother, my children, New Year's Eve, you'll be reluctant to accept it or believe it, but I promise you, every single piece is important. 6th coffin I've put in the dirt.
Well,
In less than 2 weeks.
okay. I was gonna say, there was your mother.
Shadowy and vague. Who shall say
God damn.
where the
It's
ends
just
and where
stunning.
the other begins? We stand on the brink of a precipice.
She's here.
So you blame her for all of this? What'd you do? Make like a weird deal?
It is merely the idea of what would be our sensations during the sweeping precipitancy of a fall.
Ooh.
This rushing annihilation, for the very reason that it involves that one.
I wonder what happened. I know we'll figure it out, but now I'm curious. I'll bite. What the fuck? Oh, snap.
It's time.
That was aggressive. I'm just kind of flabbergasted. Wow, that was something. What am I getting into? Oh no. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how these people died. Is that fucked up? I don't know. I'm very intrigued. That's definitely got me interested in the rest of the story. I don't think I'm gonna rate anything until the end of the season. This is gonna be a journey, I guess. I know that the stories are based off of Edgar Allan Poe's writings. I'm not that well versed in Edgar Allan Poe. I remember bits from like high school. I do have a friend who's really into that side of things, and she's the one who recommended this to me, so I don't know. I'm very curious to see where this goes. There's definitely some good spooky bits in there. There's also some really good filmmaking stuff that I keep seeing. None of that is new with Mike Flanagan. He's done some really good stuff. Like he usually does sad horror, I guess I would label it. He does that very well. I'm glad to see most of the same cast that has been in all of his other work is coming back. I love that. That keeps happening, and that just makes everything more tightly knit, and that's kind of like my goal in my career eventually, to be able to have like a set of people that I can constantly work with and constantly like grow like a family with. The whole subject matter of like, what am I trying to say? I don't fuck with rich assholes that deal with big picture things like pharmaceutical companies and stuff like that. I don't like those kind of people. So seeing a trial like this makes me want to say I hope that they end up, getting their due justice, and if they did some shady shit, then they need repercussions for that. It seems like they did shady shit, because if they didn't do shady shit, they wouldn't be trying to cover their ass like they are. And the whole informant thing, part of me thinks that maybe there isn't an informant. Either they're going to surprise us with saying, oh, you didn't think it was going to be this person, but it is, or there wasn't an informant and that was a bluff on his part, and it was enough to see doubt in the family. I also really like the imagery of all the crows and the darker gothic aesthetic. It's very beautiful. And I forget the actress's name, but she was the mom in Hill House. The woman that Roderick, that's his name. I got one name down. Roderick, the head of that Usher family. The woman that he keeps seeing, I don't know if they made a deal or what, but the woman that he keeps seeing, oh, she's so gorgeous. Even that like spooky bit where he was having a drink with, is that his sister? Anyways, when he saw her there and she had like the black eyes, ooh, even then I was just like, oh, she's so pretty. I can tell that I'm just gonna simp over all the characters in this show. The introduction to all of the kids and everything was very quick, so I didn't really have a lot of time to process. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. Again, I'm not gonna give a rating. I'm gonna wait until the end of the series to give a rating. And yeah, I guess we'll stay tuned, because I'm definitely going to continue this series. This is good.